Morning guys, welcome to Farm Business East Africa. My name is Tony, and today I want us to look at this hydroponics fodder production unit. It's a barley sprouts unit where they turn barley seed into these fodder for chicken, horses, and some sahiwal cows. It's good for milk production. Yeah, so once the grain comes from the store, it's washed, and it's washed here. This is the fresh grain for today. Spends about 12 hours there. It's drained in such a tank with perforated bottom. That's some holes. So you drain the water, and after about 12 hours, then it proceeds to this state where you could see. Then for about 24 hours, and on the second day, well, when it starts to sprout, has some sort of roots and shoots coming out, it's then transferred into these trays by Mr. Terrell there. He's doing his what he does best. Mambo Terrell. Yeah. So the tray is also perforated, has some holes at the bottom on one side. The water doesn't lock, so there's flow of water, right? Yeah, so yeah, you can see some holes there. Then proceeds to this rack where it's stored. It's kept moist, and it's moved as they continue to use it. So for the kind of use they are doing it for, they don't require it to grow more than this. So this is on around day 7, because day 1 and day 2 there on washing and soaking, that is day 1 and 2. Day 3 there, day 4 it's transferred onto the trays, and now it moves around. So after soaking, this is about 3 days later. So this is day 7. From seed to that level, that is day 7, and it proceeds to feed the horses and the chicken. So we've actually done a similar video, more detailed, showing the process with the proper explanations, and I think I just link the video here. If you're interested in producing fodder in this kind of a system, you can take a minute and watch that one. However, so I was watching that video, going through the comment section, and I found some of you are asking, had a few questions on the nutrition value or the nutrition content of the barley seed. Yeah, so barley, it's always high in protein, and that does not change because it has sprouted. If anything, the reason why farmers prefer sprouts over feeding barley directly as a seed is because, yeah, this is ready. This is what they are going to feed the chicken. Half of it is enough for a day, and a tray is currently carrying about 1 kilo. So once you do 1 kilo of this, once it sprouts, it gives you about 8 kgs. Now this is half of what is going to be fed the chicken later, 1 crate a day. Yeah, so yeah, you see the roots. This is what adds the kilos, the sprouts, the roots and the shoots, makes it even heavier. So the reason why farmers prefer sprouts than just feeding on normal grains, so one is because the sprouts are higher in digestible fiber, which is good for the lumen, which is good for the stomach of the consumer, that is either the chicken or the horse. It aids in digestion. Number 2, it also the sprouting process increases the enzymes in the fodder, and that process, the enzymes, are good for digestions. It helps in absorption of the nutrients, the different nutrients that are in the barley, vitamins and proteins and everything. So it helps in absorption. 3, the process also helps lower the level of starch, which is also nice for the lumen and helps the animal be able to absorb, or the stomach be able to absorb the feeds, hence lowering the amount of feed that you would normally require. And the fourth and the last reason why you would prefer this system over feeding grains directly is because it gives you consistent supply of nutritious feeds or fodder for your livestock. You can be able to consistently produce this kind of fodder throughout the year, and the feeds is much more, because 1 kilo, you, as I said earlier, you'll be able to multiply it to about 7 kilos once it's sprouted properly. So this is probably about 5 kilos. As the shoot elongates and the roots also germinate, begins to begins to gain more and more weight as you proceed. So Mr. Terrell here is in the process of soaking and draining the water now, I think, so that you can keep it overnight, so that tomorrow you'll have something to put into the trays, and later on these will be used to feed the pigs, the horses and the chicken. So one of the biggest challenges that I've seen people trying this kind of production facing is the molds, right? So you put your seed into the tray, and instead of germinating, sometimes it gets rotten, and sometimes you could find mold growing into it. So how we overcome that, or how Mr. Terrell overcomes that here, is through thoroughly washing the trays. These trays, once he's removed the fodder like a blanket, he washes the tray before he again does before he again transfers the seed into the tray. He washes again. Periodically he will wash it with hydrogen peroxide just to kill the germs. But the secret, guys, is simply just making sure the trays are clean. The seed is also very clean. See the water flowing at the bottom. Seed is also clean. The tray is clean, and you're not. The water is not stagnant in the trays, so it is draining, and that is how you consistently produce fodder without without growing molds in the process. Molds can be dangerous because sometimes could cause aflatoxin, which is dangerous for the rumen. It could cause more trouble for the animals. Yeah, but the idea generally is to keep it simple, keep it clean, and you'll be able to harvest your fodder. Right? So you can watch that video. Now we try and feed the horses. Hope you've learned something together. If you have, kindly give us a share, a like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I hope to catch you in the next one. See you soon.